Welcome back on to Kansas Sports Chatter. It's time now for Next Level Talent, a segment where we get to talk to former Kansas high school athletes that are now competing at a college or university in the state of Kansas. And today we check back in with the Shockers. Riley Vandaveer joining us, a senior at Wichita State University and a member of the cross country team who competed at Olathe South High School. Riley, appreciate your time and jumping on the show. What's it like going into that redshirt senior year now in college?
I'm kind of feeling like the old man on the team. Me and my buddy Cesar Ramirez were the actually oldest 10-year members on the cross country and the track team. So we've been here, I guess, since fall of 21. But it's good. It's good. It's good to see the team grow, and it allows me to help out the younger guys grow and mature as runners and people as well.
Well, go back 4 or 5 years ago when you weren't that old man and you were competing at Olathe South High School. What do you remember about the South program? What stood out to you in your time in high school?
Coach Pope and the boys, really. Coach Pope is an excellent coach. He helps everybody progress no matter what level you started at. He wants you to feel confident in yourself and to work hard every day. And my boys, a lot of them, we kind of just went through high school, some through middle school together, and it was just a good time. We would all work hard, but it was a bunch of monkeying around as well, though.
What got you into running? What first excited you about running and made you want to stick with that?
So I started track in sixth grade, and a story my mom likes to say or likes to tell is that I wanted to quit about midweek on my first week of sixth grade track because I thought the warm up was the workout. And so when they started the actual workout, I was like, oh, well, but she convinced me to stick through the week. And here I am, what, like 12 years later doing track.
Right.
And I actually played football in eighth grade. But I had a decent mile time. And so Coach Pope, he used to teach at Santa Fe Trail, and so he watched a couple of my high school or my middle school meets, and he recruited me to cross country, and I've been doing it ever since.
Well, you mentioned that decent mile time. I was looking at your bio on WSU's website, the 409 mile, your best there in high school. At what point did you realize that you kind of like the longer distances, though?
Well, longer distance, I guess, it's perspective. Honestly, I don't remember why I started doing distance. I think probably because my dad did cross country and track when he ran for Missouri Southern, and so that's probably why I stuck with it. My acceleration isn't that great, so it typically takes me about 200 meters to get up to full speed. So 100 or 200 it just wouldn't work out. And the mile and 800, it's just fun. Or mile 800, 1500. It's just fun because it's short enough where it feels like an all-out sprint, but it's long enough that there's some drama, some play, some strategy that has to go into it, where you have to cover this move and you have to decide, am I going to go with them or not? But you have to do it pretty quickly.
You mentioned your dad competing at Missouri Southern. What did you learn from your dad? Any advice that he gave you that stood out?
Just work hard, stick with the boys. Yeah, he says that he was a 400 runner that somehow managed to do cross, and so he just a lot of the times he would just tell stories of him and his buddies just working hard, and honestly, less of like him telling times about working out at Missouri Southern, but more of just his constant support. He's rarely missed a meet, and just his constant love and support of even on bad days. He'll tell me, hey, keep your chin up, just keep fighting, and just keep trusting the Lord, and good things will come.
Riley, why Wichita State University? What went into your recruiting process and why you chose the Shockers?
So as some may know, my recruiting year was kind of janky because it was the COVID year, and
Right.
so I didn't have any junior times, which a lot of kids use or have used and do use now as like for the recruiting. I actually committed to Wichita State like mid-May. So I wasn't even, the joke was that they just find me a broom closet to live in because I thought all the rooms would be taken up. But so I was looking at, it was between, well, I was looking at KU, Arkansas, and Wichita State. KU because KU and Wichita because they're in-state schools, and my parents went to grad school at Arkansas. So I was looking around and contacting coaches, and besides Wichita State having an amazing engineering program, Coach Hunter was just really welcoming, and the boys here were very welcoming, and I could see that they worked hard, and it was a good chemistry, and I felt wanted here.
Riley, appreciate your time and best of luck this year.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
That is Riley Vandaveer, a member of the Wichita State University cross country team and out of Olathe South High School. That'll do it for Next Level Talent.